Welcome back to Africa Overland.
Hello, internet people.
So we headed back out to go and look at the new Grenadier INEOS, the production version. They invited us to come and look at it, even though we basically crawled all over their car the last time. So yeah, we're going to just go out there and maybe answer some of your questions, maybe raise more questions. But yeah, let's go take a look.
See you later. Cool stuff.
So boys, what are you interested in seeing on the new updated version of the Grenadier INEOS?
Well, I would like to firstly look at what is under that bonnet. It was hidden from us last time. We weren't allowed to look at the engine or the motor in detail specifically. So I'm very keen to see what is hidden under there.
Yeah, I think my biggest priority is to get underneath it and just see what the ground clearance is like, and yeah, just see what they've kind of moved around, because you know, at the end of the day, I mean, we're doing 4x4 in overlanding, and you can't have some key parts of the car being damaged.
I would second Simon's thing there. I want to see what we can get inside that engine. You know, dual battery, you know, aftermarket diesel filter cleaners, that sort of thing. And then I have brought my measuring tape. I'm going to measure the boot of the car. So that,
cool. Yeah, I also would like to give you guys some clarity around how workable the motor is. In other words, if you get stuck in the bush, how easily can this car get running if it's run out of diesel or whatever electronic issue,
or even be towed?
Does it have limp mode? Does it not have limp mode? How do you get out of the bush?
Because it is automatic.
It's automatic. You know, you can't. Most autos, it's a bit of a problem towing them for a distance. So we're going to check that out for you.
And then how the low range works. I'm very keen. I had an auto Fortuner, and low range second was just a slower version of Runaway Fortuner. I'm interested to see if it actually handles like a manual car.
Yeah, I think it's important for us. We go into a lot of rocky country, and the slower you crawl, the better when it comes to rocky stuff. And a lot of automatic boxes, you don't have that control over rocks. So we want to see how they've tweaked the mating between the motor and the gearbox to accommodate that very important point. So yeah, we'll check it out.
Cool stuff.
So let's go check it.
Let's wrap.
Cheers. And there it is. Hello.
There's a big problem. There was an oil patch under this model.
Oil patch under the model.
Check this out. Fully functional model. BF Goodrich tires already.
The steering rack is linked to the steering wheel.
Bit of a left-hand drive model. Check the underside. Transfer box. Bowel housing underneath there. It's even got the guard under the diff. Check both guards.
So you can afford that one. Yeah?
Very cool.
You could definitely see yourself
I can afford
affording
this
that.
one. Yeah. Sorted.
It's looking a whole lot nicer, that's for sure.
What you guys looking at there?
No, we're just looking at the split rims. You know, so this is like an old Geländewagen kind of things where you would have this very high duty kind of side edge, and then you'd be able to unbolt it, you know, like an old split
That's a
rim.
good.
But I think this,
BFGs, yeah.
I don't think this is. I think this is just a look. Yeah, no, it's just a look. These aren't real bolts.
Okay, one.
No, just tell me. Let's just see like how this stuff all works. What are we even looking at here? What is this thing?
figure it out. First, is there space for a dual battery in here?
No.
Is it a single starter battery, which is not in this engine bay, or is it? What's that on the right-hand side?
I can't see the battery.
Okay, where is the starter battery for this thing? Is it underneath the driver's seat like the Defender? Okay.
That is a good point. No.
Is it inside to
What is
keep
that
it dry in
solenoid
deep
jobby
wading?
over there?
So this is normally the steering box. Here's the steering box. Yeah. But so here's a heat shield. So there must be a turbo around there somewhere.
So all your accessories here. So this belt, this is your belt, right? Serpentine belt. It runs through your accessories. For instance, it's going to run through your aircon pump. It's going to run through your water pump. It's going to run through your alternator, and they're all easily within reach. You've got plenty hand room in here to work on your accessories, which is
So changing
really
your belt's
important.
going to be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Even the hoses are quite readily accessible.
So
Check there.
they actually have thought about this. I can see, which is the nice thing about having a compact V6 like this. It's it takes up a very small amount of space in a big engine bay.
Do you think this is for the brake booster? Simon, you know more about this.
Yeah.
Is this brake booster?
I don't actually know. To
This
be honest,
is
I've never
hydraulic
seen
or
something like that
something.
before in any of my cars.
This is the
Is
no.
it- I
This would
think
be the.
It's a cooling thing. I don't know if it's
It's
part
a
of,
heat sink,
I don't know if
yeah.
it's part of the aircon thing.
No, the aircon's over here.
Yeah, but
underneath
I
there.
don't know if it's additional. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
And this job here, waterproof. What is this waterproof? Ignition protection.
Yeah, so this is your battery terminals coming in here. So if you're going to jump start this vehicle, you're going to unclip here. You're going to put your positive terminal here and your negative somewhere on the
Body, I was
Join us for a briefing, please.
Yeah.
Seats.
Cool.
And we'll get going. Just a word on safety. We have 4 pro drivers here today who will sit alongside you in the Grenadier. Please adhere to any guidance, requests, or hopefully not commands that they have. We had a situation a few weeks ago, someone up in Gauteng took the term rally track literally and wanted to get the Grenadier to maximum speed on a gravel straight, which wasn't great. So we have 2 diesel and 2 petrol. Apologies in advance if we can't accommodate your first request. So momentum is your friend on that on the 4x4 track, and you really will feel the capability of the Grenadier the slower you go on the track. So, and then just to let you know of where we are in the order process in South Africa, we're looking at about a 6-month order bank wait, but that is going to increase when America come online. So the North American order bank is opening in Q3, 1st of September. And we're expecting a big surge in production in build slots to be filled. They are currently doing the same tour, this base camp at 18 destinations in the US at the moment, and we can see the reservations going up. And that really is it. We keep this informal because most of you are already familiar with the car and the specifications. This is about actually finally getting to drive a Grenadier. So we've been very unconventional till now. We've put passengers in prototypes like you guys experienced last year. We've let the public drive non-production vehicles, but now with the arrival of the launch series vehicles and the dealers getting their demonstrators, we will now go to that kind of conventional model of you going to a dealership, climbing into a Grenadier, and then experiencing it on the open road as well.
So this is us getting in.
Guys, seating position.
We are. Yeah, this is.
I take it you guys have some 4x4 experience.
Oh,
So I
Like-
can relax a bit.
Only about what,
Sure. This
20
is.
years?
Must tell you, first impression, the seat is pretty radical. It's got side bolsters that really grip you. I must tell you, I think I said this last time, is this the position that your hand kind of falls at?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
very intuitive.
And feet under you.
Yeah,
It's not like all the way in front.
Yeah.
Like you're actually sitting weights on your feet as well.
yeah.
Weights on your buttocks, not on your lower back. So I've driven 11-hour the halls and
Straight.
get out, and I get out of the car and I'm like, I'm completely fine still.
Interestingly, we've got a key on the left-hand side, which is the old Defender. Cool.
Put on the brake. Sit. Go, we can put it into drive.
So
Great.
now with the diesel,
No
would
push
you
button.
normally have to wait for the
No.
engine management nut. Okay.
Press unlock into drive. So unlock
Okay, that
is
is-
here. Press the button on the right hand side
And
and
then-
push it in down into drive. There you can see now first
There we go.
drive.
Engage.
And let's go. Okay, do you want to put it into? There it's
Okay, yeah.
Do you want to put it
Like
manual?
it's a bit of a
There,
struggle for the feet where to put them, but they have to be down.
I
Like
think
this.
if we,
Okay.
with our big feet,
Yeah, I think so.
we
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah, smaller feet will be fine. I like the armrest here.
Yeah, no loss
I
of
love
power.
that armrest thing.
I
Is
do need to duck my head again just to look out the window, but that's okay.
so we are in the
we
production vehicle, eh?
In
Not-
low range
Yes.
already.
No, this is high range.
Oh, is this
Yeah,
high range?
yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
Sorry, just let's feel this.
We almost took out somebody.
As I
Yeah,
said-
but
as I
it's the
said,
right-hand
there's
side
like-
of the road.
yeah.
So
Well, at least we know the brakes work, eh?
Brakes, okay.
Have you
Feels-
aired down slightly for this
yeah,
truck?
it's about 1.8.
Okay.
1.8, 1.8, 1.7, 1.8.
Oh, there we go. So you can see it there.
So, you guys have a look here. If you click on off-road mode,
Yeah.
first option, there you see your roll and pitch, altitude, all of those nice things in front of you. Here you have your tire temperature, tire pressure, engine temperature, gearbox temperature, and your transfer case temperature all on one screen in front of you. So if you don't have GPS system, if you didn't download your Google Maps, if you
Yeah.
don't have signal, any of that, you're on a track, you don't know exactly where you are, you can do it so like breadcrumbs,
Yeah.
where you basically can track your route, record your route, and follow that same route back to wherever you started from, which is nice. Now this is your coordinates, altitude. You can record where now it will show you where you climbed.
Yeah. So if I'm driving now, so that will tell me what gear.
Yes.
So there it's already second. Okay, that is super smooth. Yeah. I didn't even feel that.
That is so nice. I can just.
That is
I want you to purposely hit the corrugation mic on it.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
please
I'll
do.
hit
Or,
another.
or whatever. I want to feel how it actually absorbs those.
Please do.
Yeah.
I think you'll be pleasantly
Go,
surprised.
go, go.
Like I know my inclinations, I always want to miss it, but
Sure, that's quite a good pull. And what size engine are we in at the moment?
This is the 3 litre. So both
Three-
petrol and diesel are 3 litres. The
3
diesel
litres,
is
yeah.
a bi-turbo, 183 kilowatts, 550 newton meters of torque, and fuel economy of 9.3 litres per 100 kilometers.
Sure.
is that actual or is that just?
So that is what I
marketing
personally
purposes?
got. That's what I
Okay.
personally get.
Okay.
I drove from Nelspruit to Cape Town in 2 tanks.
Okay. Okay.
Then the petrol is a single turbo, but it's two. I can't remember the exact word for it, but it's basically 2 turbos in 1 turbo. So you have the low RPM boost
Yeah.
as well as the high RPM boost.
Okay.
It's got 210 kilowatts with 450 newton meters of torque, and the fuel economy on that was about 12.7 liters per 100 kilometers. So it is quite a lot more thirstier than what the
You
diesel
feel
is.
the suspension? Sorry, that's
No,
just-
it's good.
It's so nice. I'm feeling
Oh,
the
we get
back
a little
of
bit
this
faster.
car. Just
No, it
it's
feels,
like
actually feels very nice.
Okay, so now here comes some heavy racks.
okay, hit it hard.
No, it actually handles it.
I know, you see it
Like, it's better at speed almost.
Yeah.
Petrol's quite a bit more sensitive, but
Yeah.
would it be a tougher on stuff like this?
It's like
So we're in diesel.
my
Obviously.
initial response was that I thought we were in low range. It's quite laid back, but I would want that in my diesel.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But trust me, if
Yeah.
you give it foot,
yeah.
you will.
I just want to feel so I'm taking my foot off.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can also have downhill assist on the high range.
Okay, I'm gonna need to
Stop,
brake.
Just stop a second. Pop it in low and let it walk down in
We must
third.
test the
Remember, this is 8-speed though, eh? So you
Okay.
also need to
So that's low.
third in your maybe like 5-speed won't be the
Okay,
same as
so
third in.
off.
So now it's not. Now it's in neutral. It's in neutral. It's not in
Sorry,
drive.
sorry.
So do you want it in third?
No,
I
just
don't even know if
first.
it's first. Okay.
first.
First low.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so this is super low, and we can.
Just pop it a second. Take your foot off.
I'm not
It's
sure
a
if
third.
it
It's
will.
too slow.
It won't go into third.
Oh, okay. Geez, that wheel travels good.
That feels good, yeah.
Very nice. So we're
Ooh.
in manual.
I think I'm in love, guys. Sorry, my wife's gonna have to move over. Dude, this is really, that is beautiful. And you see, it changed down all by itself. Yeah,
When you were in manual though.
yeah. They will do that. I mean, that's like.
So
what
you're in
also-
manual for the
And-
forward driving gear.
Yeah,
But
it's
if
changing
you
down for
slow
me.
down, it changes
It'll
down.
change down for me.
Ah.
And for instance, if you're going down a long hill.
Just
and
did you feel that? Okay, so just I'm gonna just slow down again.
You've told it to be in.
Okay, so
in
now I'm
third.
in second, low range. Okay, now feel this. There's a change. You didn't feel that, did you?
No,
Vaguely.
loss of power.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were in your own car with a clutch, you would have felt that.
Yeah, no, sure. So what we're just about to do is we're just about to test articulation, and we're going to have like a major obstacle left-right, and we're going to just see if it kind of pulls through. Normally you would need a diff lock to be able to do something like this. So let's just see what happens here. We're in low range, first gear. Second. Now this is where it's going to get like
Nice
a
and
little
slow,
bit
just
dodge.
brake a bit down here.
And the brake. Oh,
We're
check
good,
out
we're
that.
good, we're good,
That
we're good.
is awesome. This is back to. Oh, did you feel the back wheel lift?
Yeah.
That is very cool, dude.
Okay, so that was low range, second, no diffs.
So do you want to go down here in first low range?
Yeah. Tim, did you get the back wheel lift? You didn't.
No,
yet.
we're going to do it 3 times. So we'll get it.
Okay, so this
So
is.
we don't want to do downhill assist. You want to do it in low range first.
In low range
Okay,
first,
so then you'll just pop it there. It's in
Ah.
second now, so pop it into first. That's in first now. There we go.
Okay. So where's the number going?
There. So first,
there it is.
manual,
Okay.
low range.
Okay. I'm sure
Yeah,
he's
you're
ready.
good. You're good. You can just straighten out. There go the brake. That's it.
Oh, love. Sure, that is radical. That brings me back to my old Defender days. So at the moment, have we got a center lifter?
Center the
Only.
lock, the flock is
Okay,
locked, yeah.
so we haven't even got to.
So just 50-50
yeah,
front and rear.
yeah. So but it does have a front. diff lock
front
as well,
and rear.
rear.
Something slipped there.
Yeah.
So here,
So,
lock
we're
the
gonna go right.
over. We're going to go to the right. I want you to lock the steering.
Blue sky.
Not yet. A little bit more forward. A little bit more forward. A little bit more forward. Okay, and lock the steering
Now,
right.
Si, you're going to get the lock
So
there.
watch out for this diff,
Yeah, yeah,
this
got
donga
it.
here.
You're
It's
gonna
a
hear.
big hole here.
Got it.
But so check the steering circle.
Sure. And we're gonna go.
Nice and slow, slowly. That's it.
So what is its turning circle? It's official.
13.5 meters.
Sorry?
13.5 meters.
Outside to outside.
And we're gonna go try this angle.
Yes,
Can we
sir.
do that?
Yeah, we can. We can just put it on here so we can see what the gradients are.
Okay. So here we're gonna just test the
So
side
is that just your
angle.
cooling fan I can hear there?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think we that's good.
Oh, fuck!
Oh!
A little
Yeah.
bit more right, a little bit more
Yeah,
right.
Right.
Shit, this feels
This-
very
Oh,
uncomfortable.
sorry.
31, 32, 32, 33.
Holy
No,
smokes.
the
That is rad.
That is insane.
I'm loving this.
I'm not.
Holy smoke.
Mike, do you know how to drive? Just checking.
Yeah. Oh,
the,
sorry. I
the
hit another one.
steepest section is.
Oh, very nice.
I'm sorry, but that angle did not feel comfortable.
That
to
was.
me.
Oh, have you never done that?
Because you're on the downward side. That's
Dude, Troopy will fall over.
No, it will not. It will not.
So the tipping angle on the Grenadier is 45 degrees.
Yeah. So it's the
45 degree
Yeah.
tipping angle.
flipping hell. That's very
Yeah.
low center of gravity.
Jeez.
same. I think I want to bring my.
But I
Land
suppose that all
Cruiser and
changes when you
just
put
try
stuff on the roof as
Yeah,
well.
no, of course.
Yeah.
So the roof capacity, static is 450 kilograms, dynamic 150 kilograms.
Static?
Static,
Static
450.
50. Yeah, when you stop. So when you go climb into your
Okay, so-
tent, you can get 450, including your tent and yourselves and your jerrys.
And then
So-
dynamic moving 150 kilograms on the roof, and you'll pass all the safety tests. And like it's still
150, so it's still a lot.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what so the conversion that Alucab are going to work on, well, if they get around
Yeah.
to doing it, because they do have the INEOS, is 450 should be plenty.
Yeah.
Because when I did my Troopy, the full weight conversion with the awning, everything was 120.
So it's about 30. Oh, I don't know what the troop.
No,
is.
so that was so I weighed the car before I started, and then I weighed the car after it had been installed, and the net difference was 120.
Okay, so now both diffs are engaged.
Slowly, crawl.
Very nice.
Keep on the right hand line.
Yeah.
Just because there's four
Yeah,
wheels,
yeah.
so then all four wheels are in the four. So just stay on top of the ruts.
Just wait.
That all you need to be careful for. Just go
Around that hole on the left, Mike. Yeah.
I'm happy.
A little bit more. Oh, you want to see? Slowly go. Start left turn. Slowly. The big one.
And you're gonna go up there.
Ah, you didn't drop into that hole.
Very impressive. Very impressive. We're gonna pop through there.
Yep.
Okay.
No, you got it.
Wow.
Nice and slow. Please, no
Yeah,
momentum. Just crawl up.
Got it.
It's good.
You happy?
Yep. Slowly crawl.
Very nice.
Hardly any slip there at all. That's very good.
Nothing.
You're gonna go up the left.
Left one there. Okay, cool.
See, you send it.
Send it.
No sending.
And you want me to
so we're gonna
be?
do the stop.
Hey, are you local around here?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you I want you to stop. And
Okay.
then from there, just take your foot off the brake. It is on a timer, so if you wait too long, it will start slowly going back.
Okay, so we're gonna go left.
Yeah, just keep slowly there.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Nice and slow. Crawl up. With enough speed, you can go up here with the Polo probably, but nice and slow. Crawl
Yeah.
up. Tell you when. Keep going. And brake. Okay. Straighten out the steering wheel
Yeah,
bit for me.
got it.
Okay. From here, just let go and go.
No handbrake.
No
yeah?
handbrake.
It's got a hill
Don't
hold.
take too long, eh? Don't take too long. There we go.
No, it's got a hill
There you
hold.
go.
Cool, the wind's just a little bit up. We got Tim hopping into the driver's seat this time. So Tim's a little bit taller than me. First thoughts on the seats? Eh? You happy?
Very nice. I'm going to be brutally honest. There's something here where my left foot is that turns my toe up. which is insane.
Yeah, no, you don't need that.
So, okay, so you gotta,
Yeah.
if you want, you gotta have your foot there.
You can put the seat further back, eh? Yeah. I think putting the seat further back. There we go. You got it. Happiness. Cool, guys. We're just gonna have a look at the some wheel articulation here. So we're gonna have some big holes on either side. We've got some pretty good movement at the back there. Okay. Just yeah, the wheels just gotta lift. Go. Very nice. Okay. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna see what there, back wheel lift. Back wheel lift. Here we go. Oh, stop. Oh, just
What?
oh, you can't reverse.
Dude, that
lifted.
did not feel.
Oh, front wheel lift. Front wheel lift. And you had a back wheel lift as well. Very nice. Yeah.
So just activate downhill assist for me, please. There we go. Just press it. Coop. That's it. Okay, now straighten out the steering wheel and the car for me.
Does it need to be nicely straight too?
Yeah, just because you're going to want to adjust your speed while you're going. So
Trying
a little
this
bit more. That's it.
down
That's it.
hill assist.
Okay, once you start going down, press -5 times. Let go of the brake.
There we go.
Ooh.
No hands. Okay, no hands and no foot on the accelerator at all.
And no brake.
No brake, nothing. There's my foot wiggling around in the
Nice.
Okay, how do you speed it up?
Then you can press plus, and then we'll speed up. Not now, obviously on the hill.
We're going that way.
So,
You can
so it's
deactivate
a
this.
4x4 cruise control.
Yeah, so I think it's basically a mixture between ABS and your engine compressor.
Okay.
Because you don't hear the revs, it's not just on
So
the
it's using ABS.
Yeah.
Is that what
Because-
downhill is? I don't know.
Because you don't hear engine compressor, you don't hear the revs. If you do it
Yeah.
on first or second, you'll hear the engine revving, but you don't.
Yeah.
It's dead quiet.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we're going to see the rollover angle of the vehicle. And unfortunately from here we can't see Timmy's face.
This just doesn't feel right, Simon. I feel fucking uncomfortable. You see now?
Much worse, yeah.
I would not want to do this.
I'll break your fall down.
At least I can climb out the roof. What'll be the roof? Oh my. I'm sliding off my seat, guys. Simon, I'm holding on the door to stay in the seat. Look at check out. I'm holding on the freaking door.
Unfortunately, cameras never do justice.
Yes,
But, yeah,
And off.
if you guys want, I'll show you something
Gnarly.
really challenging now.
There we go.
Let's
Love it.
Open the closed track for
Do
you
you,
guys.
do you remember that first outing in the Fortuna, guys?
Yes.
When I said, okay guys, I'm turning around.
Oh yeah.
That's what I feel like when I do that Fortuna. Okay guys, I'm turning around. I'm not doing this track. Don't give me an angle. That freaks the shit out of me.
Big boy underpants, dude.
I did wear the black ones.
So Tim, what do you think?
The route that they're taking us on is no like Mickey Mouse route. They've really put together a top class route here. I mean, there are angles and things like that that freak the shit out of you. Excuse my French. Is now
What?
Okay, rock
pointing.
roll.
Are we a
Yeah, we can
French
go.
channel now?
So Vehan Auto.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, there we go.
So Vehan is kindly offered to open the rather extreme track, which is not up for use by everybody. There's a particular rut here that's quite challenging.
So I want you to pick the hardest line through here.
The hardest line.
Yeah,
Hardest
so go
line.
for the hole.
And
Go
slow.
straight into
no,
the
no
hole.
momentum. Slow. Go through
Oh,
all
so-
the
Yeah,
holes.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to hit this hole, I'm going to hit
Slow.
that hole, I'm going to
Yeah.
hit that
I
hole.
want to feel these diffs work.
Look at these holes here.
I want to feel
So
the
we
lockers.
have got both front and rear locker on now, and central, and we are just crawling our way up here. Unfortunately,
As fine dust.
you can't see what we're really doing on the outside. It's creaking and it's doing everything. No wheel spin. at all.
You're trying to get it to spin, and it's
This is
not.
insane.
Yeah, that is mental.
Insane
No,
in the
that's-
membrane.
This felt like
Insane in the
One
we
membrane.
drove up a driveway now.
Yeah.
Into your garage.
Yeah.
So, Mike, can you go back and fill the actual rut?
Yeah. Cool. So here we are, just having a look at this obstacle that we've just gone down. Tim is just gonna go stand in here, and yeah. So that is what we've now just driven up. Pretty hectic. You can't really see the angle. I'm just gonna do this.
Look at us, how much gravel and soft sand
Yeah.
there is, and not a single peep out of the wheels.
No, nothing. So this is where we've just gone up. Pretty insane. It probably doesn't come out on the camera.
And our third driver getting in. Vehan. Go. Simon's even taller. Go.
Simon will have one of these before you know it. Yeah.
It feels so lekker.
It's because the dips are locked. No, they're not.
No. Those are like, you just need to get used to it. It doesn't turn, it's got a sharp turning circle, but you need to turn the steering.
You got to get
Obviously-
it in. You got to really get it in. Yeah.
Obviously, like,
So, sitting in the back seat here, it's quite nicely shaped around the passengers. So your hand sits there quite nicely.
I love that.
Obviously, we've got controls in the window. Only hassle is this, a little bit low. But, it's one of those kinds of things that people with Defenders will kind of get used to.
I think the other thing I'm struggling with is that is right at my head. So if I've got the handle out, I'm actually whacking my head.
This is very cool. So obviously, the protection on the back of the seat. I mean, this is very beautifully molded. It's got extra space for people with long legs, and then obviously climate control down in the middle over here. This is very
What is that?
nicely located. So there's obviously air.
Vehan, these buttons here, that
that is
USBs.
USB and USB-C.
USB and USB-C in the middle there.
And then you also have USB-C and lighter socket in the
Okay.
second one.
And this armrest, is it cooled or not cooled?
No, it's not.
Okay, we're not a Mercedes-Benz.
I like the way it folds.
Is there an arm? There's no armrest here. No armrest in the seats here.
And then it goes into manual straight away on the descent.
But these are pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
That you can hook something proper onto that.
These hooks.
That is for cargo barrier. So if you want
It's for the cargo net.
So when the seats go down, then you can actually put the
cargo
cargo.
one behind.
Oh, nice. Okay. And the question I had on our last YouTube was the double cab version. When is that
So
expected?
we are hoping to have a prototype at Nampo Bredasdorp in September. So that is what we're aiming for. We would like, but it will be a prototype.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'd love to come look at that one.
Yeah. No, it's going to be a long wheelbase.
It'll be in line with the 130.
Yes.
Okay.
So the one thing I'd say about this test drive is that I was honestly looking forward to purchasing one of these. I don't find myself in the market just yet, but having driven it, yeah, I'll tell you, you want to go out and find those pennies to buy one.
Yeah.
Because really it is, if you're not looking for
It's right there.
my troopies are very much a live-in troopie.
Oh, I see it off.
But if you're not looking for that sort of thing, this rivals any 76 or any of those sorts of things.
You're broken down in the bush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's obviously a gearbox issue. All right.
Not with this one.
No, I know, but let's just say it's 10 years old. Gearbox
You wanna
issue.
tow it?
I want to tow this
So
car.
underneath the transfer case, there's a bolt. You screw the bolt in, it disengages the transfer case.
Okay, so it's as simple as that.
Yep.
Cool.
Pretty much.
Good
So you
answer.
just take your
That's
same,
it.
is it the same wheel spanner that you would use for your,
I think it is a 13.
so is that in your tool case or not?
Yes.
13 spanner.
So
Okay.
13 spanner, you disengage the transfer
Second
case.
question. I know you're running out of time.
Yeah.
We've run out of fuel. We've run out of diesel. We're in the bush. Okay, we've got one last jerry can. We're taking off the reef rack to pour in. How do we get the engine primed again?
What do you mean primed?
You normally
Well,
have
because
to
you
prime
can't
the
get your-
engine to just get the diesel going
So,
again. There's
we
normally
have-
like a dead man switch.
What we have done is
Yeah.
we we ran out of fuel. We put diesel in. It didn't want to start.
Yeah.
We then went to the injectors. We loosened them.
Yeah.
And basically let them breathe.
Okay, so
And
it's
then let
normal.
the diesel go through, and then we just tightened
Because
them.
I know in the old Defender you had to open the door and you had to press the accelerator, and then there was like a dead man's, and then you had
The
to open
Toyota, you
and
get
close
that little
the door a few
pump
times.
action.
It was like some weird thing.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it
that would
happens, eh?
prime it. Yeah, but no, that's cool.
I'm not too sure.
And the price of the two?
1.5 for the standard, 1.63 for Fieldmaster or Trialmaster. But the beauty of the configurator is that you can mix and match. So say for instance you got a Trialmaster, which is front right there, the silver vehicle,
Yeah.
and you want heated seats and safari windows.
can add it
You
on.
can add that on the configurator. That's the beauty. You're not like set in stone. Well, this is a Fieldmaster. I can't change.
Check that roof line. They're
Have you
like,
gone as far as
it's
figuring
so
out other
troopy.
options or not?
This line here
Yeah,
is exactly like the troopy.
Beat.
No,
We're
we're just looking.
how big, I mean, this is
the
very
load
wide.
bars.
There's like 1.4. Where's the tape?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good.
So from load bar to load bar, we're looking at 1320.
132.
Yeah.
That's not a bad width.
And then over.
Your rack would come to about here.
Yeah, you're probably looking at about a 1.6 meter rack.
That's bloody good.
Yeah.
And obviously going to the front, you could probably fit like a. Just grab it on the front there.
Oh,
You're looking at a
about here.
2.6.
Measure that rack if you want.
we could measure the other rack there.
Yeah.
Let's go measure the other.
2.5, I'll bet.
2.6. 2.6 rack, yeah.
So this could fit roof pod.
Happily.
Pretty cool,
I could put my
eh?
comfy pod on here, no problem.
No problem. The roof pod on top.
You can still keep your 45-degree brake over.
Yeah.
Roll over, sorry.
So you
Yeah, because you don't have the weight.
This
Because
one's
the roof
got
pod is
the,
really light.
This one's got the
Okay, that's
bars on the side, and it's got the steel.
So how are they fixed then? Let's check that out. Yeah, they're bolted
so
in
now-
proper,
so,
yeah.
So
eh?
in actual fact, just look at this. So this one has got. This is more of a rock slider. The one on the side has the step.
Just hold on.
So this
Then
one's
we-
more
then
of
we-
a stepping rail.
Then we got the step. Oh, well, it's a rock slider as well.
Well, yes, obviously, but I
Yeah.
mean, this one's more built for heavy.
That will still
This, yeah, but this one's built for proper heavy duty sliding over rock. And the one that we were driving on has got no protection.
Right, so the question is, has it been moved or not?
Yeah, it's been moved.
It's been moved. Hold on, I got it.
What was it?
I want you to disconnect the...
No, remember there was that reservoir hanging down here. That's gone. Right.
Yeah.
So we're just having a look underneath. So there's a very ample protection underneath the vehicle. So this is running under fuel tank. We've got this other one. I'm not sure if you can get this one over here. Do you want to maybe just go around the conditions to film and right at the moment? But there's a lot of under vehicle protection plates. So this one is pretty impressive underneath here. So obviously this can all be unbolted to get to the transfer case. There was I can't even remember what it was for, but there was some kind of reservoir that hung down.
Yeah.
All of that has now been
There's a
moved
feeder
up.
line.
Yeah. In fact, here most of it is up over here. So it's all been moved very, very high up.
The fuel tank's got a full-on steel protection
But-
all the way across the tank.
Yeah.
It's already got a skid mark on it here.
Yeah.
And also we had those boxy, protective boxy...
Oh,
whatever
those are
they were.
gone.
Remember? Oh, there's one.
No,
there.
it's only on that side,
Oh,
interestingly.
they're the sway bars.
Yeah.
It's
So
only on that
this
side.
is probably like the lowest point over here, which is obviously the trail arm, similar to the old
Yeah.
Defenders. So there's one here, obviously on those sides over there. Pretty impressive, yeah.
What is this in the center here?
This over here
No,
is...
the in front of that, above.
Wait.
It's got all mud in it. tuck and roll, Mike. There, that thing there.
Where?
No,
Yeah.
above it.
This.
Yeah.
No, this is the underside of the gearbox.
All those grooves in it.
Yeah, no, this is like a heat
Gonna
sink.
get
Yeah,
gunk in
heat
it.
sink. Yeah,
Well, a lot of insulation underneath here, hey?
yeah. Quite impressive.
I love that. That front diff looks amazing. It looks so solid. Look at that
And-
front diff.
Also, stainless steel exhaust on this particular model coming through here. It does come down pretty low here, but it's no lower than the fuel tank. I don't think that thing was a fuel tank that I was pointing at.
No, that is your fuel tank.
Was it?
Yeah.
Watch your head when you come back up here.
So this is a gap underneath here behind the bumper, the rear bumper that they say can be used for
Yeah.
a water tank.
Yeah, on the Defender there was like probably about another 200. The wheels were further that way. Yeah, you know what? The wheels used to bite into the back door. Yeah. Yeah. They moved it. They moved the wheels further back from the Defender to make the seating more comfortable. Because we've now lost that space on the inside. Cool. So obviously, what you guys have been waiting for is to see if the Grenadier cap can fit in the boots, and it does.
Apparently the cap fits in
yeah.
the boot, yes.
So we're looking at like I'm going to just measure to the top of the seat.
Yeah, but close the door, close the door.
Yeah, close.
Just close the door.
Cool. We're looking at 830 from the back of the seat there. From here, we're looking at about 990. So that's pretty reasonable.
830 and 990.
Between the wheels, we have got 1070.
Okay, good.
Literally from side to side over here, we got 1470.
Bearing in mind it's over that
And
and over
this.
that. So if I want to put a fridge in here,
You're going to have to come to this
I've
side.
got a hella plug over there. What
Yeah.
is that called? A
Yeah. And
height to the underside of
height
that.
to
You're
the-
gonna have
I'm going to go right to the top first. So we are 1040. And to the underside of the door gear, we are 1 meter.
1 meter.
Yeah, so basically you've got a 1 meter cube, excepting the 970, which
So-
is from there to here, which is a bit
You
short.
can fit a small pallet in here.
Yeah, quite easily.
International pallet.
And then just one thing to point out are these locking mechanisms over here. That is for, what is that thing called? The
Cargo net.
cargo net.
Oh,
These
you wanna
rails, I think, have been moved out slightly
Yeah.
from
So
not much, not much.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
But last time I think these were just rings with a holder.
Yes, they
Now
were.
they're actually cargo
Adjustable
rails that you can fit.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you push it down.
Can we go so far as drop that seat forward and see what it looks like if the seat is
Yeah,
down?
yeah. Do that.
Good.
So we're going to look at the seats. You're going to have to put the headrest down, I
So
think.
the first thing that we can do is pull the seat down like that.
Basic.
So that
Ah.
obviously gives you a lot more space. And then
But-
I think
No,
somewhere
There's a
that's
child
bolted
anchor.
down.
we'll figure this out now.
There must be a way of getting it.
I've got to go and check here.
Oh, there it is. Oh, do you know what? This is where the battery is.
Ah, look.
Whoa.
Ooh, CKC test.
So you've
Here's
got
your fuse box under the seat.
yeah,
Okay, batteries on the right hand side.
batteries, C-Tech.
There's a charger for I don't know what. And then some of your fuses.
And these are the fuse box.
which is a
Just listen to
this
it.
phone quite easily accessible.
Yeah.
By the way. You can probably.
This actually, this does actually fall down flat. Like that.
It's not
It's not totally flat.
It's not exactly first
Yeah,
prize.
You can go more forward like Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that gives
But
you
it's not-
obviously a lot more space.
Yeah, you can, but I mean, it's not
Yeah.
particularly usable space, is it?
I think for people who were expecting like 130 kind of territory, you'd probably take the seats out so that you can use the whole space.
I want to know how
One of
easily
the
they
things
can be
I'm-
removed.
If you took the seats out, you're now left with all your batteries and
No, you would have to
Yeah.
put a board over.
you reckon? Let me see there, Si.
There's a
So
fixing
basically-
there's a fixing rail here, so
Ah.
you'd be able to put a
So you
board
take
across
this whole mechanism off and out with the seat over there,
Yeah.
and then you would just simply lay a board over
Over
See,
here.
there.
see these clips here? Look at those can easily be undone there,
Yeah.
and then your seats will come out.
But with people who want to have babies and stuff like that, it's got the latest clips for
The babies.
clipping baby
Isofix
seats,
and-
Isofix and whatever.
Wait. What is this battery?
That's the
It's
starter.
a Delta.
No, but what size?
Oh, it's an INEOS, been rebranded.
No, but how many amp? It's a 750 amp.
Yeah, it's big battery.
That's a big battery.
Yeah,
Eh?
yeah,
750 amp battery.
yeah.
And then these.
You know what? The battery is what's
Smart
preventing
bar.
the seats from folding flat.
And then this is the
Fuse box.
fuse box.
So it is. Yeah, your weight depth. You know,
Is this box isolated from ground up? In other words, if this area gets wet, is this battery still isolated?
I don't think so.
no, it's under there. So if you got water in here, you'd get water in the battery. Your negative terminal is down
I
there,
guess it would have that sealed.
and then your fuse box is obviously underneath there, which is a challenge.
Rolling that one up and that one down.
Cool. So going from the back door all the way through to the front here, we're looking at 1.7.
1.7 meters from
Yeah.
the back
So if
to.
you had to take the rear seat out, you're looking at a 1.7 by 1 meter load space.
Oh, that's
Okay, you're up, Mike. Diff clearance.
$270.
217.
No, 270.
270. Yeah, this is a. Yeah, Mike. Mike, this is the lowest.
This is 250, and this so this bar is two. So that's two, sorry, it was 260.
And that's
Yeah,
260 as well.
Yeah, 260 to both of
So
these.
really 260 on the front,
Yeah.
270 at the back.
Yeah. But obviously that is dependent on what kind of rubber you're going to put onto it.
I was asking Vehan what these chappies are. But that's basically your power supply. And you've got 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side. Eh? We need to start. That's pretty cool.
I mean, these are pretty cool here. It's like
diesel.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're going to talk now. We're going to talk hard in the car.
Positives about what we've just experienced. That
Okay.
INEOS Grenadier, what do you think? Positives.
First and foremost, that car's been designed and built as a 4x4 vehicle that is versatile, that you can customize. And has it done that? Yes, it is that. It is exactly that. It is an incredibly capable off-road vehicle that can probably drive on the road well. We didn't experience it on the road, we don't know, but I hope so. But off-road, we experienced a vehicle that is incredibly capable off-road. I've never felt a 4x4 crawl through really challenging obstacles as though they weren't there. We are all completely stunned by that aspect, and that's to me a big, big positive. Mike?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think what I'm suffering from at the moment is, you know, if I was a motorcar journalist, I don't know how you can walk away from an experience like that and be objective, because that kind of blew me away. I mean, the off-road prowess of that diesel engine is incredible. It took me back to my Defender days, and it's hardcore. I would choose that any day to go driving up like a rock bed in the Richtersveld any day. That would be my choice. And the thing that shocked me more than anything else is I am very anti-automatic. I mean, like, I'm vehemently against automatic for so many reasons, and that thing just blew me away.
That auto box is proper.
Yeah. The gear changes in low range were exceptional.
Seamless, completely seamless.
Absolutely seamless. You know, I think there was one critical flaw that we've always held against automatic vehicles, is that if you do get stuck in the middle of Maremi or wherever you are, how do you tow it out of there? And they've now thought about that, and there's evidently a little 13 millimeter screw at the back of the transfer case that you have to unbolt, and Bob's your uncle, both drive shafts are disconnected, and there you are. You can tow it.
Off you go. Yeah.
So very impressed. Very impressed, generally. Yeah.
And the other thing that we wanted to find out was how low is low, and does it crawl in low nicely as an auto box?
Yeah.
And does it hold that low gear well?
And it does.
Well, I mean, you just saw on that hill assist there.
Yeah.
It literally went up, stop, and then
Yeah. Very impressive.
Magic.
So, Tim, what do you think?
I think
positives.
there's one thing that sticks in my head. The last time we saw that car, I wasn't too impressed with the back seat. It felt a bit tight, but sitting in that back seat now, it is hella comfortable. It's got the best armrest in any back seat I've ever sat in. I mean, honestly, it's just, you can't compare. I mean, I'm like in my droopy, I've got like a millimeter of nothingness. It's just ridiculous. And no, that was magic.
The seats are very comfortable. I mean, the driver's seat is absolutely amazing. Very impressive.
You know,
the side bolsters are really, really cool.
So the interesting thing is, we were talking on the way here, what do we compare this to? And we were saying, in South Africa, the comparable buy is probably a Land Cruiser 76 or a Geländewagen.
Yeah.
Now, Geländewagen obviously is hopelessly overpriced.
Literally
not
double. It would be double
the
plus.
Geländewagen. I mean, double the other one. So, but the interesting thing is, if you took a Land Cruiser, and then added the comforts that the Grenadier is, you'd be at the same price. You put Recaro seats in, you put that back seat in, you put that kind of suspension in, you put the tech that's in there, you'll be very close to the same price.
I think the thing holding the 76 back is the rear suspension setup. And if you have to go to Terrain Tamer or whatever to go and sort that out, you're probably in at the same amount.
Terrain tamer suspensions and drop you 90 grand on its own.
Easy.
That's.
I mean, they're good. They are very good.
Another thing that I was struck me was there's only a few vehicles, and I think Defender is one of them. Is that it's a car you can buy off the showroom floor and do nothing to.
Yeah.
Really.
Yes, that's
you
it.
can.
Yeah.
You can go to town. You can probably hook it up to another 50 mils on it, but you don't need to.
It's trail
ready.
Yeah.
The front bumper is solid steel. The rear bumper, the clearance,
you just have to look at that hole that I drove.
They have an off-road
sat inside. I mean, it's ridiculous.
The only let's say major negative thing that I can contemplate is obviously INEOS do not have a stamp out of dealerships through the whole of Africa. So for instance, driving from South Africa north, literally you're going to run out of BMW dealerships pretty fast. And
that's true.
Once it comes to hardcore off-road, you're in the middle of nowhere, that for me is a little bit of a problem. And that is where Toyota has been largely maintenance free up to now, and it's one of those kinds of little niggles from Land Rover days where you just think, what happens if I break down?
So maybe it's not a long-term overlanding vehicle like a 78 or something like that. But for a weekend warrior, somebody that does want to tackle a trip from Cape Town to Malawi or something like that, it'll do it no problem. You don't, and then you've got the comforts of the everyday drive. It's proper comfort.
I don't know. I feel like it is a vehicle that is designed to go across Africa. I think they've designed it with that in mind. I think that it's one of their targets is for people to take it and do things like that with it. And I don't think it's just a weekend warrior. I think it's also a long haul overlanding vehicle.
Yeah, I think what Mike's trying to refer to is, if you remember, the Voetspoorer guys.
Yeah.
They always use Land Cruisers, and then they took the Amarok. And the first sign of trouble in where was it?
I think it was Tanzania. I don't know.
No, it was a little north of that.
Yeah.
And then they had to fly in the mechanic from. So that's something somebody buying the car needs to think about,
for sure.
Because everybody's different.
Availability of parts in remote areas.
Yeah.
So in this ramble, Simon, what other negative aspects can you contemplate?
Just to kind of spin off what Tim was saying, the rear seats, the seats are comfortable, but my feet didn't know really where to go because I couldn't extend them.
Because you're a little bit tall.
It wouldn't take me long before I get knee cramp because I can't get my legs anywhere.
That's the same as my left leg when I showed you at the bottom footwell in the drivers. On a long trip that you haven't got space to put that left leg straight.
For sure.
You have to keep it
was
bent.
a little bit of a thing, unless I sit sideways and my body pivoting that way.
I'm concerned about the rear storage.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's big enough. I think even my old Fortuner has a bigger depth. It was 940 as opposed to 840. It's a good old 100 mils.
Yeah.
And if
depth,
I don't have the sizes of ammo boxes in my head, but I think when you're overlanding, you should at least be able to get 4 ammo boxes flat on the floor there, so that you can do a tray system with the fridge above it.
We did the measurements. You'll see them in the notes.
Video.
And you can decide for yourself what you need space-wise. But it did feel a bit shallow.
Yeah.
Width-wise and height-wise, adequate.
We actually missed measuring the width between the open doors. Because you could have a tray you could have a fridge at the lower level, and then you could have a tray at the upper level.
Out of most of the 4x4s that are available, that's the largest opening that you can get.
I think so.
Yeah, it's way bigger than
it's quite a thick door.
Yeah. But it folded back.
But it didn't.
decently.
Yeah, it opened more than 90.
Yeah.
Another little concern for me is the battery is under the passenger seat.
All that electronics.
Yeah, the rear seat.
And the as I say, the fuse box is on the left. And if you're doing a deep wade, are you going to short anything? I don't know.
Yeah.
If you get water flooding in there, you know, get stuck
so
in.
when it's in a normal car, it's up in the engine bay,
Yeah.
so you're getting another 200, 300 volts
Correct.
in
That's basically
way
that
out.
battery sitting at foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the foot roll.
So look, I think the bottom line is that no one single vehicle is going to suit
no,
everybody,
exactly.
and it's not going to suit every single condition. They have got, for me, a very happy middle ground there, and that is a really, really good trail ready vehicle.
Yeah.
Very impressive. I am in kind of love right now with it. And I've already got my color chosen up, but damn, I think the bank balance is hurting, man.
They've got a car that you can drive off the showroom
Yeah.
floor, use straight away, but it's got the adaptability. You know,
Yeah.
you were saying now, Simon, about the battery and all of that. If you were to take the back seats out,
Yeah.
you could relocate all of that stuff into a new panel,
Or just,
Yeah.
or
Quite
just
easily.
always put them in a sealed box.
or put them in a seal box at a higher level, and
Yeah.
then you sort it because they're right there, accessible.
Yeah.
So if there are a whole bunch of wealthy old grannies out there, please buy them.
Just
and then we'll
DM
buy
us.
them off you in like a year's
Yeah.
time.
Put your link in the comments below, or DM us on Instagram. We'd love to
Yeah.
reach out to you.
Yeah.
And I'm
cool.
looking forward to seeing more of these on the road in the near future.
Yeah, that was the first one that's going to be registered there.
Yeah, and looking forward to putting a roof pod on one as well.
And looking forward to seeing the double cab come here in September, possibly.
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting one. So
Very encouraging. Yeah.
hopefully we get invited back. We did crawl under that car and around that car a lot, so much so that they kind of kicked us out at the last minute because they had other people they wanted to give a drive to. But they said what did they say? We looked like a bunch of children climbing all over the
Yeah.
car. They've never had anyone.
At least
doing
they
that.
didn't call us monkeys.
That's it. True.
Sure.
Okay, so if you've enjoyed this ramble, give us a like, subscribe, comment below. But yeah, that's us. Just a little wrap on last year's one.
Ciao.
Cheers.
Cool. Peace.